Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hi, everyone. Good
Hi
afternoon. It's a
everyone. Good
rainy,
afternoon.
rainy Saturday here in the northern Philippines. Wow. Where are you located, Sarah?
I'm still in QC. I haven't left QC since the quarantine started. So I'm very much looking forward that our airport is opening soon and hopefully I'd be able to see you in person
Yes, in Siargao, please, not
in
here.
Siargao, in Siargao.
Yes, yes. Hopefully, I think the port will open on January in Siargao. Well, let's wait and see. But
Oh,
still, we have to continue with our lives. And one thing to look forward to is every Saturday this session because we're doing another episode of the Future of Women, Web and Work, a show that puts a spotlight on entrepreneurs and industry experts so they can share lessons and insights that will encourage an honest conversation around what it takes to build a life and business that you love in the post-pandemic world. So we are your hosts. So that's Sarah, and I am here, Suzie and Isabella. And we are the founders of the Passionate and Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Group on Facebook. And this is a group, an online community that brings together women from all over the world who are prioritizing their dreams, personal growth, and living a passion fueled life. This group is placed to collaborate, share, ask questions, keep each other accountable. We are sisters and we support one another as we do what we love, whether it's a business, an artistic pursuit, or an alternative lifestyle. So this show is being
wow.
streamed right now in our Facebook group and also on YouTube. We're live in YouTube, right? Are we?
Yes, correct. Via
Yes,
SME.
yes, that's correct. So we have a partnership with SME Philippines, an e-learning marketplace where we feature topics relevant to Filipino SME. So again, I'm Suzie Abela. I'm the passion coach, business and passion coach of the MotherMaria.co, an online coaching and mentoring company that turns your fear into plans so you can set up your dream business. And you,
And
Sarah?
And I'm Sarah Fernandez. I founded the Next Wave Co., a strategic consultancy offering marketing services, tools and resources, the confidence and the motivation to sustainable SMEs wanting to launch or scale their eco brands in Asia. So if you're watching live, say hi in the comments and let us know where you're tuning in from. Please tag your aspiring entrepreneur friends para makapanood sila ng episode natin today. And if you're watching the replay, comment hashtag Team Replay. Suzy, dahil Burr months na at
Yes.
madami nang magka-Christmas shopping sa napapalapit na 11/11. Actually, kakatapos na ng 10/10. So,
Oo,
meron pang
naka-recover na
11
ako from that.
naka-recover na rin ako. So, padating pa rin yung mga deliveries, no?
Mhm.
Pero, may 11/11 pa, may 12/12, and we prepared this special episode for our e-commerce sellers out there. So, in the recent years, siguro we've seen one of the industry's biggest shifts in consumer behavior. So, shopping used to involve a lot of planning in advance, and actually ngayon medyo may planning na rin kasi nga nasa quarantine pa ang Pilipinas. So, medyo may scheduling yung pagpunta sa mall. Pero online shopping doesn't require that. So sabi nila, in the post-pandemic world daw, the consumers of 2020 and moving forward are always on. So with our mobile devices in hand and the dominance of social media in everyday lives, today's consumers come highly informed with specific demands pertaining to price, ingredients, delivery options, production methods, and so much more. So they also shop whenever and wherever the mood strikes. I'm guilty of that. So there's a thing called micro moments in a person's life within a person's day na parang okay, I shop more than once in a day and increasingly any way they want. So today we're going to talk to Hiyasmin Neri-Soyao, co-founder and managing director of Shoppertainment Live Inc, the first full production live stream shopping company for e-commerce in the Philippines. So how does Shoppertainment Live Inc. help customers shop smart so they just add to cart? Let's watch the short video.
Yay! Hey! Hi
Welcome each and every one of you. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Hello, Mom. I know you're watching too.
Alam ko na miss niyo ako.
Smile. Don't worry about massage thoroughly to absorb into wet hair.
Dito siya. So, 5 essential oils.
Focus on the T shape.
Add to cart. Don't forget, add to cart.
At the cart na yan.
Oh my goodness.
Master it. You're good to go.
All-in-one cooking sauce. 10% off. Our price at $4.99. Super close up.
Yeah! Anak, hirap naman.
Yes, ganun daw. Ano ba yan? Hangard ba yan? Bye!
Bye!
Goodbye and enjoy your shopping.
Welcome to the Future of Women, Web, and Work, Hiyasmin Neri-Soyao.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's really great to be here. Hello, Suzie. Hello, Sarah.
Hi again, Suzie, who's on mute.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Yasmin. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Super excited.
Yay. You are super excited as well. Oh my God. Umpisahan na ba natin ang kwentuhan?
Medyo marami tayong pag-uusapan kasi si Yasmin is one of the experts in digital marketing, in online PR, in e-commerce and marketing. So, marami tayong pag-uusapan today.
Yes, and we need that. Yeah, Sarah. So, having started with the digital platform and all this marketing shit, ako, inaaral ko pa rin. So, I'm excited because I just saw from the introduction here, like, you were a former ABS-CBN Star Magic artist. Oh, no! Wow. Appearing on television and hosting corporate events. So, can you tell us about your previous life in front of the camera before you were behind it as a CEO and founder of your company, Shoppertainment Live Inc?
Yeah, so I was launched as part of Star Magic Batch 15. Medyo
Wow!
I don't know how many numbers na ngayon yung Star Magic. I think it's in the 22 na yata. I don't know. But yeah, I was mates with sina Jessie Menjola, sina Abela before she transferred to the other channel and then back to channel 2. So yeah, I was doing some teleseries on the side, but I was also in school. I was studying in UP, but I was also doing my rackets on the side for fun. It's good money and you enjoy it, and then you have something, at least may baon ka na extra back in college. Yeah, and it eventually, yeah.
Sorry for cutting you off. Let's talk about one of Yasmin's rackets. So, I don't know if nakwento ko backstage, Suze, or you weren't there yet, but Yasmin and I met because she used to consign bags for us. So she would make these leather bags and we used to carry it in Stoic, very prehistoric Cubao Expo days.
I love Expo. I love the vibe there.
Yeah.
I know, so that was 10 years ago.
I think
Yun nga, even though I was doing,
Naku, may age siya, no?
parang even though I was doing something for media, I was very entrepreneurial on the side, doing those bag, parang I had a bag brand also.
Right.
Parang had those small ideas turned into something like, sinesell ko siya on Facebook, mga ganon. Yun. It's part of my nature to sell something also.
Yeah. So I guess that's very innate, yung pagiging entrepreneur or businesswoman in you.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
being a freelance artist also, kasi at that time, yung ugali ko kasi very pragmatic. I was looking into the future. What if this is fleeting? What if this is not something sustainable for me? Ganyan. So what I did was I got another degree, which is I took my MBA while I was doing my acting career because I knew that maybe this this would be fleeting.
Right, right.
I
Parang
really
may
felt
extra caution ka. That's why you got the master.
right.
Okay.
So I wanted to learn more about the business side of things, the business side of my passion. So I was into
Yeah.
acting, wanted to understand how is the show business talaga really work? How does productions really work? So I was very open to that idea of the back end of things, not just being in front of the camera. So there came a point that parang naglaylo ako with doing all those star magic stuff and really got into production. So I became a producer for several lifestyle publications and also this current affair show. And
Mhm.
from there, I realized that maybe my thing would be something on the back end. So I went into
Mhm.
corporate, but still worked with a network as a digital head market head for millennial brands in ABS-CBN Creative Programs Inc. There. And then, yeah, I got to understand what the landscape is. And prior to that pala, when I was still
Mhm.
doing camera stuff, one of the parang biggest projects that I had was O-Shopping. So
Yes.
O-Shopping, we
Yeah.
were trained to sell different things on TV, and we were actually sent
Mhm.
abroad to really study it through this Korean Broadcast Academy of Shop Hosting. And then we brought it here in the Philippines. Sadly, Shopping is not here anymore. However, it all transitioned into e-commerce.
Yeah.
We have our Shopee, we have our Lazada. It's on social commerce, your Facebook. So I still got to use that skill and then bridge
Mhm.
that certain interest in my parang business and digital and saw this whole shoppertainment um,
Mhm.
opportunity for for what's happening right now there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I really love it. Well, sorry, Shopee kasi lagi na pinanonood. Di ba, ito yung late at night, di ba?
Yup.
Tama ba ako? Na show? Yes,
Correct.
exactly. Lagi kami nanonood ng nanay ko niyan. And sorry, what was your first course? Just to get back on the background.
Yes, my course was clothing technology. So I was into fashion. So that's why I had a bag brand and I was selling it through the Stoic store,
Mm.
X. So yun yung pinagsimulan nun. I was studying fashion, but then I got into media because
Mhm.
of some friends who were parang inviting me to do their film, to be part of this certain project on camera. So when I got exposed to that back in college, I thought that it was really fun and eventually pursued media
Yeah.
more. Yun.
Oh, okay. Anong student number mo? Sorry. Joke lang. I'm also from UP, but I studied business administration.
Wow. Talaga ba? Sabihin ko na ba? Bunyagan ba ng student number? I guess,
Wag na, wag na. Baka ma-reveal yung age natin.
O5 ako, O5. Batch ba tayo?
Okay. I'm really curious about, ano ka, O?
O5.
O6 ako, O. Well, hindi masyadong malayo. Yes.
Guys, hindi
So
na ako
not so,
magre-reveal
not so
Okay.
old. Oo, wag. But I really love it. I think Yasmin falls as well under the multi-passionate entrepreneurs
Passionate.
because
I was gonna say.
yes, 'di ba? Oo. 'Di ba parang I think we're all curious about a lot of things. Talagang sinama ko na 'yung sarili ko. Sarah and I also are, I would say, well, multi-passionate entrepreneurs, and I love the background kasi a lot of people start with interest, with their passion, and then they got curious, and then go to the business perspective of things. I think that's the pathway that you followed, and I'm also curious about this because you've been exposed to a lot of contracts and negotiations for projects, and I know it's totally a different arena. Which do you think is more challenging for you, being a celebrity or being a businesswoman?
Oh, definitely a businesswoman. Because right now you're not just thinking about you're also thinking about your team, and you're also thinking about the vision and how can you scale things up and make things happen. So definitely being a businesswoman and being an entrepreneur is much harder compared to what I was doing before. But a lot of celebrities also and influencers are treating their brand as their own business. So I think it depends on each one's journey. But for me, I would say that this chapter I think would be more challenging compared
Yes.
to what I was doing before.
So just to pick on that, what is the most challenging thing for of being a businesswoman?
I think it's like making things work with the given resources and given the short amount of time.
Mhm.
Short amount of time meaning that you want to be ahead of the game always. So
Mm-hmm.
you want
Mm-hmm.
to make
Right.
things happen quickly. So in order for you to
Mhm.
do that, you need to have the right team. You need to have the right plan, the
Mhm.
strategy, and also the resources to make that plan happen. So I think being able to have all of those elements at the same time is really a challenge. Of course,
Mhm.
having a team that would really believe in your vision is a really big challenge as well, especially if you're a startup entrepreneur.
Right.
You need to rara people to let them be part of your team. So how do you do that if they don't know your brand or what your company is all about? So that's one of the challenges also.
Let's
Mhm.
talk
Yeah.
about building a brand because you already mentioned it na parang every business is a brand, and I guess every brand now is a content creator. So everyone needs a platform to publish these content one way or another. And as someone who used to work in ABS-CBN, One Mega Group, ANC, and Rappler, how has content publishing shifted over the last years and months? And what are the trends that brands or content producers should look out for in terms of brand building and brand awareness?
Definitely people are doing more live streams now, like what you're doing now.
Woohoo!
Because there are a lot of benefits with live stream. You have real-time engagement. You get to ask questions right away and then get the answers right away also. It's like breaking that barrier from your brand and sa audience. Kasi parang kapag, for example, it's a video, people can't really talk to the brand or really can't talk to the influencer right away. But with something like this, it's real time. You can actually have that real time engagement. You can ask questions, and the influencer can answer. So definitely, it's a good awareness and engagement tool for a lot of the brands right now. Yep.
Right. So this is experience coming from ACJO shopping for 5 years. And also, like you were extensively trained by leading experts at the CJ Broadcasting Academy in South Korea, which I think you mentioned earlier. So can you tell us more about that experience and how that has led you to the creation of Shoppertainment Live Inc?
Sure. So back when I was a shop host, one of our trainings was um, yun nga, pumunta in South Korea. And there kasi there's a 24/7 type of broadcast wherein they would just sell anything from gold bars as part of their investment. They also have accommodations, they have transportations, vehicles, ganyan. Iba-iba talaga. So from there, we were taught about the principles of selling on camera. So you have to be the eyes, the ears, the nose, the feel of the certain product or the brand so that the consumers can understand what it is about. So for example, this watch. So I want to say that this watch is parang made of this really nice material. So I can demonstrate it this way on camera, and then I can emphasize it with my hand as well. So those different techniques is actually essential when you're doing live stream shopping or live stream selling rather, or shop hosting, or when you want to smell something, and then of course your buyers won't be able to smell it. So for example, this one, I want to smell it. Ano ba yung amoy nitong product na to? So pag inamoy ko, oh, ang bango. So you have to be animated also, and you describe it in the way that the buyers would understand. So those are some techniques that you can apply, or those are some of the techniques that you can apply as a shop host. So yun yung natutunan ko in South Korea. It's really how do you communicate with your body movements, with your spiels, how do you describe a product better, and how do you sell it in a relatable way. There.
I think yun yung magic formula. So, other than yung personality and the charisma in front of the camera, like how can you describe a product better? So, dun pa lang yung vocabulary mo should be, ano ba, somewhat extensive than the normal person para to better describe what you are experiencing at that moment.
Yeah, and you really have to have first-hand experience of the product so that you can have more stories about it. So it's not
Oo.
about saying what it is made of, but how is it actually relatable for you. So you have to experience the product, you have to use the product, and then you yourself should have an opinion about it. There.
There
So
you go.
that's
So since
a quick preview of what shop hosting is.
So we already touched upon it. Tell us what Shoppertainment Live Inc. is. Who do you help? How are you helping today's e-commerce sellers? What are the functional, emotional benefits of Shoppertainment Live Inc.?
So shoppertainment comes from two words. So that's shopping and entertainment. So yung trend talaga in Asia right now is live commerce. So basically that's live selling in different e-commerce platforms. And the Shoppertainment is a company that helps enable brands to be able to put up certain campaigns so that they could have real-time engagement, real results, and also sell on the spot. So sabi nga namin, content is king, but we prefer when the cash register ring. So Shoppertainment is all about helping the brand to communicate their purpose and at the same time convert through e-commerce and real-time sales.
And
Yep.
do you only service product-based businesses at the moment, or can the concept work for service-based entrepreneurs as well?
Definitely, Shoppertainment can do both the products and the service. However, given the certain tools that we have right now in marketplaces and the behavior of our consumers, it's really product centric right now. Right?
Right.
Whatever the trend is for our e-commerce, if people are adding to cart more of the essentials, and that's the trend, that's really the sellable thing. So it would adapt to what the demand of the buyers are.
Right. Because I was thinking, kunyari, an example of a service-based business would be online courses. So is it so parang since Yasmin said na it is possible to for Shoppertainment for live streaming, how can you sell online courses? Just to give us a background of how this can work.
I think it should also be parang you look at it in a campaign aspect. So you have your pre-marketing, you have your production itself, and then your post-marketing. So if in terms of services, what you can do is you create a campaign, some posters, you can use your social media, and then reach out to the people for that. Well, basically, it's like your typical marketing campaign, from your pre-marketing up to the post-marketing. Um, yeah, email blasting. Yeah, but right now we're focused talaga on products because that's the demand that people are asking for right now. FMCG to be specific, and also essential products.
Which can we talk about which brands you're currently working with now, and do you only work with big brands? Because we've seen ano ba, yung client roster ni Shoppertainment eh. But we're also curious to know if you can work with SMEs as well.
Yes, right now we work with 40 brands. Most of them are multinationals. However, for SMEs, we're also available in Lazada. So we have a service marketplace account. Definitely, if you would be needing a KOL for your live streams, if you would be needing some basic productions, then we have some offers there as well. So you can check that out in the service marketplace.
Perfect.
Wow. So, you had some collaborations before with the brand. So, what was the most memorable collaboration that you had, or project that you think was unique and successful?
I think it was the Shop to Give. It was a campaign by Unilever Philippines, and it
Mm-hmm.
was together with Lazada. So what happened there was they would be able to shop the Unilever items, and then the benefit would be for the kids. Um, so there's an advocacy angle to it. So definitely that was something really memorable. It was not only just about adding to cart, but it's adding to heart as well. So
Aww.
the combination of, shopping and also helping out other people was really memorable for a lot of us. So that was one of the campaigns that we really loved. Plus, we got to work with a lot of celebrities. So we had Hart, Mimiya, we had Luis Manzano, also Alex G. They would parang we did a lot of games with them during the live stream while we were selling also some of the products. So definitely it was worth watching, and a lot of our reviewers were really happy about it as well.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Kailangan na natin maging influencer yata, Suzy,
Correct. Oo
no?
nga eh. That's the
Oo.
next
Pwedeng
ano.
pagkakitaan.
It's influence sales. Kasi there's a different mindset also. If you're an influencer, most of the time you're thinking about your own branding, right? Like this product relates to me, so I'll talk about this product relating to me. But I told you before that I had an experience as a shop host, and as a shop host, the mindset is different. It's really more of understanding what the product is and how can you really explain it to the viewers what it is about, what the brand is all about. So in that sense, you're also into sales. You're thinking about the USP of the brand, the USP of this product. So having those two mindsets, being relatable and engaging as an influencer plus salesman, we created that term called influence sales. So we trademarked it, and a lot of our clients are also using it. So people now doing live selling, we call them influence sales.
Correct. Kasi yung sinasabi ni Yasmin kanina, for everyone who doesn't know, can we briefly talk about USP? What is the concept of USP, and why is it important for a small-time e-commerce seller?
USP means unique selling proposition. So it's your edge. Bakit ka naiiba? Bakit ka bibilhin? Bakit magaling yung produkto mo? So it's very important na meron kang ganong angle for your brand and for your products. Kasi there would be a lot of competitors, let's say, for that certain space that you have. But what's different about you should stand out. And that's what we harp on. That's what we highlight. That's what we talk about. Yeah, so that's what USP is.
I also love yung distinction mo between an influencer and yung influence sales, because siguro for you, Yasmin, you talk to brand managers and CMOs, chief marketing officers, diba? So as brand managers, parang you have to separate yourself. Like if you're planning the merchandise of your brand or company, it's not going to be your taste, but it's going to be the taste of your target audience or your consumer. So as a brand manager, putting on the CMO hat, why would I hire Shoppertainment Live Inc? And what have you noticed brand managers or CMOs are prioritizing these days? Is it building an audience? Is building an audience more important, or parang is it? I don't know. Let's do sales conversion.
Definitely conversion right now, given that certain situation that we have. However, you also need brand awareness and engagement in order for you to convert. So conversion means for your e-commerce would be your flash sales, your promos, and then parang your store deals, right? So that's part of your conversions online. But how would people know about those things that's happening inside your store? You still need to have marketing. So that's where the brand awareness comes in. So live stream is all about parang helping the brand convert through that parang marketing aspect of e-commerce. So leading people to buy right away. So going back to what you said, um, sorry, your question was yung mga brand managers right now. Sorry, can you repeat
Ano
that?
yung siguro from your experience, ano yung pina-prioritize nila ngayon? You said it's converting sales kasi we're talking about campaigns here. So when we talk about 10-10 or 11-11 siguro, I want to make the most out of that day or that specific time period, di ba? Yun yung main business objectives nila. But at the same time, why would I hire Shoppertainment Live Inc? As a brand manager, parang what would I look for?
I see. So what we do is we align what the brand is all about, what is the message or the purpose of the brand, and we translate that into live selling campaigns. So we translate that into live stream campaigns. So instead of just pushing as a parang straight up selling, of course we should also communicate what the brand is all about. So it can be through a certain execution wherein we would talk about quarantine fashion, let's say. So that's a relevant topic right now for the certain brand that would parang sell something about clothes. So having that relevant topic for the viewers also connects the parang purpose of the brand, but at the same time, you're pushing the items. So that's very important when you're doing shoppertainment because it's not just all about parang push of the products, but also how do you relate better? The influencer side should still be there. That's why we call it influence sales. You should still be relevant to the community. What are you talking about? What are you showing? And how can you bridge that certain gap to your product and your brand? So I came from a really hard sell type of um, experience in my home shopping career. However, I also saw the relevance of good content and how it would really connect to people. So, in order for you to get the most out of these two things, good content plus your push sales and your conversion, it's really a bridge between two things, getting the best of both worlds and merging it into a shoppertainment content there. So that's why it was born. That's why shoppertainment is there. And actually, a lot of countries are doing this already, especially in Asia. A lot of our Chinese friends and also our mga Taiwanese, they're into shoppertainment. They really dedicate a lot of hours relating, building communities, and also selling products and their brands to their communities as well. There.
Wow. Wow, that's brilliant. I wish I have the that brilliance. Kasi inisip ko pa lang like sales is really hard, honestly. Like you really have to have the courage. And I think I loved what you said about the content strategy and then merging it with this. Kasi you need to warm up the people. So it's not just about, okay, bilhin mo to. Parang they need to see as well first if you're, a credible, I don't know, you're a credible brand. Can I, or do I enjoy, or do you give value to me before I actually buy something? So I think that's very insightful. But since since the pandemic started or yung lockdown and the community quarantine, ang daming naging online sellers. So, and it's like a, side income right now. Actually, hindi na siya side income eh. Iba talagang main income na nila because a lot of people lost their jobs and a lot of people got laid off. How or what are the specific tips that you can give to our online sellers on how they can sell better online?
Get into communities.
Yes.
Now it's all about community-based selling. your relevance to the community. What are you offering that's relevant to the community? So get into a lot of communities, and then there you can sell there. Not just posting on your socials.
Yeah.
Of course, you really need to connect. Authenticity pa rin is key. You need to reach out to people so that they could understand what you're selling and how it can be relevant in their lifestyles. It's all about that. It's a relationship.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, again, sabi ko nga kanina, you need to, I mean, a part of the strategy is to really get warmed up with people first before actually pushing for your product. What are the communities that you are in? Maybe we can ask some people to join those communities. I don't know.
It depends on your brand and what your product is. For
Mm-mm.
example, your product is related to, let's say, fashion, then maybe you can get into communities or Facebook pages into fashion. If your community, if your product or your brand is all about food, then maybe you can get into a food group. You can also do barangays. Like, meron ba fiber group yung barangay ko? May marketplace ba yung subdivision ko? Then from
Mm-hmm.
there, you can start selling. You know these people, you live together in this certain area. So definitely there would be more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just create relationships so
Yes.
that maging relevant ka rin
Yeah.
in that marketplace.
Right. So it's not just the Facebook community, but also the neighborhood. You can go as local as that.
Viber groups.
Always
Exactly.
helps with your friends, right?
With
Alam mo,
totoo yan.
being parang an entrepreneur, when you're starting talaga something, the first fans would be your friends. The first supporters would be your friends. So definitely, if you're starting out something, just tap your friends first, your family, and then word can get out, and just be really good with your product or your service, and they would talk about it.
Right, right. I agree.
So sa personal business, kunyari tayo sa negosyo natin, Suzy,
Mm-mm.
yung mga small-time entrepreneurs kasi wala tayong mga influence sales, 'di ba? So we
Yeah.
have to choose the right people and yung engaged online. So parang if I had a friend who's super into those Viber groups, I'd probably give her my product. Kasi she would be the one to ano ba 'yun? Parang do the word of mouth marketing for me. But going back to the influence sales, to scale it up a bit, how do you choose the people to work with? Can you tell us more about the criteria on how Shoppertainment Live chooses ano ba, celebrities or ano ba, going back to the influencer term to work with?
Actually, we have a Shoppertainment Academy. So we have we train our influencers, our hosts, to be shop hosts, to be influence sales. Because sometimes these influencers, they have a community already, they already have a following, but converting the products that they're endorsing into sales is a different game, right? Especially on e-commerce. So we have an in-house Shoppertainment Academy. So we train hosts again. So we do auditions also. So if you want to be part of that, definitely you can hit us up and email us. Also, we pair an influencer with the relevance of their community with a brand. So for example, the brand is all about skincare. So definitely, if you're a beauty influencer, we will tap you so that you can talk about this brand as well. And then we showcase we include you in our Shoppertainment Academy so that you can also get to know the skills on how to sell it also during these live selling streams or campaigns. There.
So ano siya, it's an acquired skill talaga. It's not parang it's not innate, yung parang alam mo yun, like kunyari an artista, yung pag-aartista kasi minsan innate na siya, no? Parang you're the star of the family usually, tas parang you have the skills within you. Pero with your Influence Sales Academy, you're basically telling us na no, we have the tools and the resources to make you an influence seller, influence sales.
Yes, influence sales. So There are a lot of people who are gifted talaga with speaking and how to engage with people and influence them to buy things, right? However, there's also an advertising or commercial aspect to it. So you should
Right.
understand what the brand is all about and how can you bridge that certain skill that you have to what the brand is also trying to share as a message to the people. So you need to have that certain skill on understanding what the brand or the product is all about, plus you relating to other people. So that's why we say influence sales. Because again, salesmen, they're all about the quota. They're all about understanding what the product is, but they would just push, 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 push. Missing naman yung relationship. So
Right.
it's a two-way thing. It should have relationship, community, plus those sales skills as well.
Yun nga, I love that you said that kasi I think one of the most important metrics ngayon in social media or in marketing in general is yung tribe building or community building, which yun nga, it focuses on the relationship more than just selling.
Yes. Doesn't mean that you're, well, in live selling, it doesn't mean that you're a big celebrity. You would actually translate right away, real time. Sometimes some of our macro influencers or even micro influencers translate into sales sooner. So it really depends on your skill set, on how you would really push or sell a certain product real time. Of course, you have your celebrities who are very good with brand awareness and engagement. If you know that this person will be talking about this product, definitely a lot of fans will be there for awareness. However, are their audience really the right ones to tap for that certain product? Baka naman too masa or baka naman too premium. So
Mm.
again, connections. Connection
Oo.
mo, is it relevant ba yung community niya for what you're selling?
Right.
There.
Kasi
Sorry,
yeah, go ahead, Suze.
no, actually, I missed some things because I got disconnected. So, so I'm trying to listen. So you go ahead, Sarah.
We were just building on the whole community building aspect of the of influence sales. Um Nabanggit ko lang kasi nung pinopromote ko yung show na to our Facebook group, I
Yeah.
read an article na si Kim Kardashian was invited by this super big ano ba influencer in China. So obviously this is Alibaba. We're talking about Alibaba here. They were launching this perfume line of Kim Kardashian, and she had Kim on the live stream, and they sold mga 15,000 units within a matter of minutes. So this is the power of online shopping and live streaming.
Yep. I think she's Via. Her name is
Via,
Via.
yes.
Yep, and she's very popular in Taobao in China. Yeah, so there's this parang she has a platform also in Taobao and she would sell stuff and a lot of I think celebrities also would collab with her to
Yeah.
sell the
Wow.
products.
And she doesn't speak Chinese or as in English siya magsalita all throughout when she's
I think
selling.
Via's Chinese.
Oh, Via. Okay, so sorry. I was thinking about Kim. Okay.
So obviously English sila dun sa
Yun
sa
nga.
guest appearance niya.
Akala ko nag-Chinese din siya. Alright. Okay. So, sorry. Nawala ako kay Kim Kardashian. But okay, so let's talk about the future of Shoppertainment. What is the future of advertising for you? What is the future of advertising or media and e-commerce?
I think live stream selling or shopping will be now part of the whole marketing mix. It's already there. People have already experienced it and they won't really go back. It's going to be part of the whole ecosystem of
Yeah.
e-commerce. So magiging part na siya ng behavior moving forward.
Oo.
Definitely we'll be there and we've been doing a lot of online activations. We're the ones doing all of the parang selling and sampling online right now.
So,
Yeah.
kailangan natin matuto, no? Talagang live selling.
Yasmin, I don't mean to be, ano ba?
Sige.
Because we're talking about the future. Do you think this will be regulated by a regulatory body? Hindi ko na sabihin.
We have DTI permits already. Definitely, if it's a big type of campaign with a lot of, pag may mga shoots, we have FDCP permits also. So there are
Mm,
laws already requiring us to do some permits as well.
right. And then siguro talking about trends, are sale events relevant still?
And yun, sorry,
Are sale events relevant?
sale events.
Are they still yung mga 11/11,
Oh yeah,
10/10?
definitely. People love it. Of course, our Lazada and Shopee is growing, and people are adapting to the behavior. Um, the numbers are also increasing in terms of sales. When we started the 11/11, yearly it
Right.
would increase. So definitely the behavior is changing. People are getting more digital. People are accepting more e-commerce, and because of what happened now during the pandemic, it has accelerated. So definitely it's going to be part of the behavior of people already.
I'm glad that you said that. So if there is continuous growth within these big online shopping companies, then yun nga, we're gonna keep on seeing these sale events happen.
Yeah, definitely. And it's parang yung mga flagship events to ng mga big platforms natin right now. And also, this one naman kasi nanggaling din siya sa behavior in China, nanggaling din siya sa behavior in Korea, in Taiwan, in Singapore. And definitely, if all of these are successful in other countries, definitely these platforms will also keep on doing it here so that we can also adapt to what's happening outside the country.
And do you think we will be as big as our Asian counterparts?
Oh yeah, definitely. We can definitely be bigger. But siguro medyo na late lang tayo compared to them. Kasi talaga
Mm,
mas ano sila tech forward. But now we're starting to adapt, but we're getting there. It's getting bigger.
Yeah. Natawa ako kasi I think the Pinoy behavior when it comes to shopping, talagang feeling ko we're gonna get bigger. I mean, this is going to get bigger. Oh, okay. So I think we can go to what advice for entrepreneurs can you give to actionable advice can you give to our Pinoy SMEs who want to position themselves in the market better and stand out in a competitive post-COVID world?
Position of SME, sorry, medyo hindi ko marinig.
Sorry. What's one piece of actionable advice can you give to our Pinoy SMEs who want to position themselves better in the market and stand out in the competition, especially after this pandemic, after post-COVID?
Yep. I understand that a lot of the sellers are online and parang selling on their Facebook, using their social media. But if you want to really scale it up, you need to understand the structure of an e-commerce store. You need to understand what is fulfillment. Fulfillment meaning not just yung answering yung inquiry mo, inquiry ni buyer dun sa Facebook Messenger mo, but is there a certain structure that you can do so that it's faster? So it's more of adding structure to what you do, finding the right digital tools, if there are any, or finding enough manpower to scale it up. So definitely it's more of parang
The
how do you
system.
structure
Yeah.
with your online sales. Yun. And then another thing, sure, you can get into live selling, but make sure that you can fulfill it also. When I say fulfill it, kapag nagbenta ka, dapat meron kang SKU, may inventory ka, meron kang magde-deliver, meron ding sasagot sa customer mo right away. So make sure that all of those things are in place para mas smooth yung mga transactions.
Right. So making sure that the system is working,
Yeah.
everyone, yeah, all the resources. Yeah, I agree.
Or that there is a system in place. Kasi usually yung mga nagsa-start pa lang na mag-business who probably don't have any background, we can't blame them eh. Kasi sometimes pangangailangan, di ba, na kailangan natin may side hustle to supplement yung income. So for those na parang walang business background, importante na may sistema yung operations. Parang yun yung sinasabi ni Yasmin.
Yup.
Yeah, definitely.
Yup, definitely. And also, with the plethora of all of those selling things online, how is your brand or how is your product different? Parang how do you communicate the different thing about your brand or your product? Sa socials ba, mas consistent ka? Meron kang mga pinopost about it? Do you actually do boosts for your post? Boost meaning sa Facebook, binuboost mo, nilalagyan mo ng budget para maka-reach ng mas maraming tao. So I think yung mga ganong things are also factors for you to really be different and have more of the market share.
Yeah. So I guess if you really want to scale, you have to invest and learn a lot of things. Yeah. So you can set up the system. Kasi for some starting entrepreneurs, they don't have the budget yet to hire another person to do this. So they do everything. And I know, alam natin yan. When you're starting out, you just don't have this additional resources to hire someone and then you do everything. But then again, if you want to be competitive enough, I think you need a system in place. It's like what Yasmin is saying.
Mm-hmm. Kahit nga ako when I started, I only had a small team of 3.
Mm.
But
Can we talk about so those three team of 3? What are those?
I had a producer. I also
Okay.
had an admin person and then just me. So most of the time, I was doing all of the legwork. I was understanding the whole process of things, and I was the one selling. So I was the one hosting also. So dun lang nag-start. And eventually, what worked was creating the structure for it. And when that structure really helped me to make it more efficient, kahit na marami akong hats, I got to understand the different aspects of the business. And when it got bigger, that's when I started hiring more people. Right now, we're around 25.
Wow.
And we only started last year.
Can we talk about, kasi may pinapatanong si Cher, yung one of the founders of ESME. We were talking about the tools and equipment backstage. So kunyari, for your experience, when you were doing the live selling yourself, like, did you invest in an expensive tripod and camera? Parang for people who want to siguro try this out themselves, ano yung mga tools and resources that you would recommend?
Okay, for people who would want to try it out for themselves, definitely you have your tripod, you have your ring light, you also have your mobile phone. Mobile phone na maganda yung camera. So that's the very basic things that you would need to do your live stream. But for us, since we really had a plan of making it big, we really invested in parang in big equipment. So there, it's really up to you kung ano yung parang objective mo or goal mo. But yeah, you can start with just your mobile phone and also a ring light and also internet, tripod. So those are the basics naman of live streaming.
So for SMEs, at what point do they need to get to be able to work with someone like Shoppertainment and help them boost their sales?
For SMEs, it depends din kasi sa objective nila eh. Definitely live stream campaigns like us is part of marketing. So at what point na ba sila in their business would they need a boost in marketing? Kasi baka hindi pa naman kailangan ng big campaigns. What they just need to do is to be consistent. right?
Okay.
To be consistent with the branding, with the communication. Definitely, if you would need to reach parang a bigger market or parang uh, if you want to
So
scale
we're
it up,
talking about scale, yeah.
yeah, definitely that's where we can help you as well. Yeah, but live stream is free. You can do that. You can have your own Lazada live stream. You can have your Shopee live stream. You can have your Facebook live stream. Even Kumu has live stream, and you can
Mm.
also sell. So these tools are free. So you can start with those first. And if you think that you would be needing help with a larger scale, definitely we're here for you.
Nice. I'm very excited dun sa academy mo actually, and siguro I'll be asking more about it after the show. But kunyari for e-commerce businesses who want to learn more about it, do you actually have entrepreneurs who go through the program?
Um, Not really entrepreneurs, but it's really more of influencers, hosts, and also we train them to be part of the brand. Even the promo
Mm.
dancers of the brands, salespeople, sales ladies, ganyan. So definitely yun yung criteria here in Shoppertainment there. Pero
All right.
just to share siguro sa China, meron ding nag-live sell na CEO. So CEO, binenta niya yung skincare line niya and he was able to sell it. Parang 2 hours siya nag-live stream. Tapos he was able to sell 60,000 US dollars.
Wow.
So the behavior there naman in China is different compared to here. So iba rin yung pwedeng maging results dito sa Philippines. But
Yeah.
there's no harm in trying. Why not? Do your life for your brand.
Sarah, are you up for it?
2 hours. Basta may coaching ni Yasmin.
Yup.
Kasi kasi kami ni Suzie, well, we haven't met in person, and this whole live streaming started out as a dare and as a way to push ourselves in talking about our business to the public. So I think yun nga parang one of the biggest takeaway for me is anything can be learned, and parang yun nga with your entrepreneurship journey, parang you did the legwork, you did the studying, and alam mo yun, parang it takes structure and yung parang learning from your mistakes as well. But yun nga, anything can be learned.
Yes, I agree with you. Definitely, you need to learn these things also, the different aspects of your business, so that when you hand it over to someone for when you expand your team, you understand the different parang legwork. What does it need to make it successful for this part of your business? So, yup, definitely.
So what's the future for Yasmin Neri-Soyao? Where can people find you, and please invite them to work with Shoppertainment Live Inc.
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook. We're Shoppertainment Live. I'm also on Instagram. You can follow me, Hiyasmin Neri, my maiden name pa. And then I also have, we also have a website. You can check us out, www.shoppertainmentlive.com. So you can hit us up if you have some questions also, KOLs, ganyan. Or if you would want to apply as a host, why not?
Uy,
Ayun
pwede.
na, may bagong member na tayo.
That's another opportunity. And thank you so much for guesting on the show, Yasmin. I'm pretty sure we have more questions siguro after the show na lang. But maybe my biggest takeaway from this session is I love the idea that you really planned for it to become big, because I think that's important. The vision is important because at the onset, alam mo na I'm gonna invest on these things because I know it's gonna get bigger. So I love that. So and it's something that will inspire me for sure with my business as well. So thank you so much for sharing all those insights, and for all of those who are listening or tuning in right now. If you learned anything today, please let us know your biggest takeaway and learnings in the comments. And this is Suzie follow me on my Facebook page. That's the Mother Maria Business Coaching, and my Instagram. That's the mothermaria.co. Sarah?
Yes, for yung mga hashtag team replay natin, we'd love to know your biggest takeaway in the comments. We read all of them. If you're a woman entrepreneur, please join our growing community at the Passionate and Empowered Women Entrepreneurs group. And also, tune in for more live streams like this in the ESME platform. So this has been Sarah, like my page / the Next Wave Co on Facebook and at the Next Wave Co on Instagram. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and we'll see more of Hiyasmin Neri-Soyao in the future and Shoppertainment Live Inc. Thank you, everybody.
Everyone. Bye.